It's an exciting morning here on TMS. Today we are kicking off Emerald Cruise Week.
You bet. Now you might recall I was away for a week last month and I went on a big adventure. Now, Claire, you had to stay here, hold down the fort. But I was in good company. Travel expert Claire Newell joined me on my adventure as we sailed the Caribbean with Emerald Cruises aboard the luxurious Emerald Azzurra yacht. And Claire is joining us this morning from Vancouver. Claire, so nice to see you again, albeit it was really good to see you when we boarded that super yacht a month or so ago.
Oh, it sure was. Good morning, Carolyn and Jeff. We were lucky. You know, Emerald is such a unique product. Small luxury yachts, I think 100 people maximum. And we were invited to spend 8 days in the Caribbean. We spent it aboard the Emerald Azzurra yacht. And we got to do so many fun excursions and see so many unique, small Caribbean destinations that we would never have been able to go into unless we were aboard a small luxury yacht.
Yeah, absolutely. And all this week here on TMS, we're going to be sharing our adventures starting right now. Take a look. Okay, Claire, we finally made it. This is our home for the next week. We are aboard the Emerald Azzurra super yacht. And although it's a super yacht, it's still really intimate.
Yeah, it has a really intimate vibe. Just to give you a perspective of the size. So it's 110 meters. That's about 361 feet. So it's a really cool vibe.
Yes, and the ratio is 1-to-1 crew to passengers.
Yeah, so the service, next level.
All right. Well, listen, I can hardly wait for our first adventure. But before we get to that, I've just got to go and take care of one small thing. So okay. I'll see you in a few. Well, Captain Robert.
Hey, Jeff, good to see you. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for having us here on the bridge. And tell us about the super yacht and what makes it so special.
So, Jeff, we're going to have a special week here for you and our guests. So we're going to visit some beautiful gems around these Caribbean islands, and the benefit of being on the small ship is that we can enter the small ports where the big ships they cannot.
All right, a lot of high technology here on the bridge. Tell us what we're looking at.
Yes, we have the high-end technology here, and for example, we don't need any more paper charts as we have electronic chart system running.
Oh, fascinating. By the way, this is the steering wheel?
That's our steering wheel. We are steering the ship with this.
Let's take it for a spin.
Let's go. Okay, Jeff, why don't you leave that to me?
All right, you know, I'm sure I'm going to be driving this boat by the end of the week. Okay, just one last thing to do. Got to drop off my bag and check out my room. Wow. This room is absolutely breathtaking. I could stay here all day, but I got to meet up with Claire. We got to go kayaking.
I've been so excited about this, and we're going kayaking, and obviously it's really popular. There's lots of people behind us.
Yeah.
At night.
Yes, why at night? Let's find out from the man in the know. Here's our tour guide. Your name, sir?
My name is Jordi.
All right, thank you for having us out. And tell us, why are we kayaking at night?
Well, we're going to be looking for a microscopic organism that is very, very small that only lights up at night. So we have to be here at night in order to find out and see all this magic.
All right, and what is some of the magic we can anticipate seeing out there?
So this little critter likes to be during the day. They use photosynthesis and they absorb the light, and they transfer that light at night every time that we get in touch with the water. So basically we're going to be playing with the water is going to be glowing, all of the fish will be moving around, and then we're going to be experiencing a lot of magic. We're going to be like going through Avatar.
I like it. You know what? Fun and a bit of a science lesson, I think. All right, you ready to paddle?
I am.
All right, let's do it, partner.
Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, this is really magical, this water. Claire, you were saying that you wouldn't even know how to describe this to somebody.
Yeah, because it is. He mentioned that it was like Avatar, and I really hope it comes across, but we have a full moon out tonight.
Right.
So you're not going to see potentially the bioluminescence, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's turn off our camera light and see if this shows up. I hope you can see this at home.
Yeah.
All right, what an incredible day one. That kayaking adventure.
I kind of feel like we're in Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and then there was a little bit of adventure, but the kayaking to end the night was amazing.
All right, here's to a great day one.
Great day one.
Yes, and so much more is ahead. Yeah, you bet. You were saying you might be a little nervous out there at night on the water.
Yeah, a little bit. You know?
You know what, though? It was strangely calming when you were out there in that kayak. And Claire, we can't stress enough just how much you really feel like family when you step onto the yacht.
Yeah, to kind of put it in perspective, we were at a celebration the very first night, and we got to meet and mingle with the crew. And what struck me was the very next morning, not just me or you, Jeff, but our entire crew, the crew themselves, they called us out by name. They greeted us with our first name. It was incredible. And that bioluminescent, that was just day one. I can't believe what a great week it was.
Yeah, so good. We got so much more to show you all this week. And here's the great news is we're going to give you a chance to experience this yourself. Here, we're giving away, actually, an Emerald Cruise. We want you to experience what Claire and I did. So we've teamed up with Emerald Cruises, a trip for two aboard the Emerald Yacht. To enter, all you got to do is grab your smartphone, scan the QR code right there on your screen. It will take you to the contest page where you can find the full list of rules and regulations. Good luck, everybody. And again, a reminder to tune in all week for more of Claire and I's adventures. Claire, great to see you again this morning, and thanks for this.
Thanks.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by Emerald Cruises. Luxury yacht cruising reimagined. Visit emeraldcruises.ca to learn more.